Hello everyone. This video is about CELPIP speaking task 5. Have you ever finished a CELPIP speaking task 5 and thought, I spoke for the entire exam. I did not stop. My grammar was okay. So why didn't I get a higher score? If that's happened to you, you're definitely not alone. Here's the truth. Most people think task 5 is a comparison task. It isn't. It's actually a persuasion task. That's exactly where thousands of candidates lose marks. They spend almost the whole minute talking about both options equally instead of actually convincing the other person to choose one. Think about it. If your friend asks, should I buy this laptop or that laptop? Would you spend 1 minute describing both? No, you would say, I would definitely go with this one because that's what self wants. So, today I'm going to show you a strategy that completely changes how you approach task 5. Let's get started. Task 5 is called comparing and persuading, right? So, you will see two options on your screen, maybe two vacation packages, two apartments, two phones, two jobs, two clubs, two restaurants, anything. You will see a short situation. For example, your friend wants to join a gym but can't decide which one to choose. So you need to help your friend to decide. And you get preparation time, then you have 90 seconds to speak. Now, here's something many people don't realize the examiner isn't scoring you on whether you choose the correct option. There is no correct answer. You can choose option A, you can choose option B. It doesn't matter. What matters is can you make your choice sound believable? That's it. Okay? So let's reveal. Let me tell you the biggest myth about task 5. I have to compare both options equally. If you think in that way, no. Imagine you are trying to convince your friend to watch your favorite movie. Would you spend 5 minutes praising another movie? Of course not. You would briefly mention it. Then spend most of your time explaining why your choice is better. Exactly the same here. Think of it like a debate. You're not reviewing products, you are helping someone to make a decision. Okay, so many candidates believe the examiner is counting grammar mistakes. Not really. The examiner is actually listening themselves questions like these. Does this person have a clear recommendation? Can they organize ideas logically? Do their reasons connect naturally? Can they speak without sounding lost? Do they sound like a real person giving advice? Notice something? None of these questions ask whether you used 20 difficult vocabulary words. Natural English always sounds better than memorized English. Okay? Now I want to reveal a strategy. I call it as a game changer for me. The name is the Y ladder technique. Most candidates speak like this. This apartment has three bedrooms. It has a balcony. It has parking. Okay, so what? Why should I care? Instead, every feature should climb one step higher, like climbing a ladder. Feature, benefit, and then real life result. Let me show you, okay? Don't say, this apartment has a balcony. Instead, you can say, this apartment has a balcony so you can relax outside every evening after work. That will help you unwind and enjoy some fresh air. Now you can see the difference, right? So one sentence gives information, the other creates value. That's persuasion. And another example, this gym is open 24 hours. No, it's a bad example, right? You can say, like, this gym is open 24 hours, which means even if you're busy during the day, you can still work out late at night without changing your schedule. That's convincing, isn't it? Every time you mention a feature, ask yourself, so what? If you answer that question, then your score immediately improves. Okay? Now let's move on to technique number 2. See, I'm giving you all important techniques. Kindly make a note of it. Okay? So the technique 2 is talk about them, not you. Here's another mistake. Candidates say, like, I like this, I prefer this, I think this, I love this. But wait, Who are you talking to? Your friend. So the conversation should be about them. Instead of saying, I think this phone is good, you can say, you'll probably enjoy this phone because you love taking photos. Can you see the difference? You're speaking directly to the listener. That's much more persuasive. Imagine you're a salesperson. A great salesperson doesn't say, I like this car. They say, this car is perfect for you because so and so. They'll give the reasons, right? Exactly, you have to follow the same idea. And let's move on to technique number three. I call it as a 1 minute rule. This one is a secret that many band 10 to 12 speakers naturally follow. So don't spend equal time on both sides. Okay? You should not spend equal time on both choices. You have to mention the weaker option quickly. Maybe one reason why it couldn't work. Then you have to move on. So try to spend most of your time building your chosen option. Think of it like a movie. The side character doesn't get more screen time than the hero, right? So your chosen option is the hero. Give it the spotlight. Now, let me take you to the fourth technique. I call it as the invisible question. So, this is probably my favorite trick. Imagine your friend interrupts you after every sentence and asks, why? Example, this college is cheaper. Your friend may ask, why? So, you'll save money. Why? So, you can use that money for books, transportation, or even future studies. Now your answer becomes richer. So, whenever your ideas feel too short, simply imagine someone asking, why? You will never run out of things to say. Got it? Now, let's put everything together. So, before you even start speaking, your brain should think like this: which option am I choosing? What's my strongest reason? Why is that important? How does it help my friend? Can I give one example? That's it. No complicated templates, no memorizing 10 introductions, just clear thinking. And when your thinking is clear, your English naturally becomes more fluent. Okay? Now, let me tell you the four mistakes that kill your score. Mistake number one: describing both options for 45 seconds each. Remember, task 5 is not called comparing, it's called comparing and persuading. Comparison is only the beginning, persuasion is the goal. So you should focus on the goal. Okay? And mistake number 2: listing the features. This one has Wi Fi, this one has breakfast, this one has parking. That's boring. Always answer so what. Okay, so your answer should answer the question so what. Keep that in mind. And mistake number 3: changing your decisions halfway through. Sometimes candidates say, I think option A is better, actually maybe option B, no, option A. Immediately the answer loses confidence, right? So choose one, stick with it. And mistake number 4: using unnatural vocabulary, using memorized vocabulary that sounds unnatural. Words like magnificent, exquisite, phenomenal. Nobody talks like that, right? Simple English spoken confidently always sounds better. Okay? And I'm just going to tell you about the 10-second planning formula. Definitely it will work out for you. So please make a note of it. During preparation time, don't get panic. You just need to write 4 words: choice, reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. That's enough. For example, if you want to talk about your planning adventure for a trip, for a vacation, so you can just make a note of it, like, like the important point, your choice, whether you want to go to the mountainside or to the beach side. So if you prefer for the mountainside, then your choice should be mountain. And then you can give the reason 1, reason 2, and then the reason 3. Okay? So you don't need full sentences. Your notes are only reminders. Got it? Now I'm just going to give you a practice challenge. I want you to practice this. You can pick any 2 objects around your house, maybe tea or coffee, bus or train, laptop or tablet, pizza or burger. Now convince someone to choose one. Don't read, don't memorize, just keep asking yourself why. you'll be surprised how quickly your ideas become longer and more natural. That's exactly how Band 10 and Band 12 speakers improve. So remember the final takeaway: don't compare equally, choose one option confidently, use the why ladder, talk about the listener, not yourself, paint a future picture, focus on benefits, not just listing features. If you remember just one thing from today's lesson, let it be this: people are convinced by value, not by lists. Okay? The moment you stop listing features and start explaining why they matter, your task 5 responses become stronger, more natural, and much more persuasive. Got it? So that's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more self tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.